Hi, I'm Peter Birch, and in this week's show, we're going to take a closer look at the world's smallest python, the Pygmy Python. Welcome to CrittaCam. Australia has got some of the most unique pythons in the world. Some of our pythons are quite large, including the scrub python. These guys can grow up to 22 feet in length. That is a true monster. And we also have some heavy-bodied pythons, being the olive pythons. They can get up to 20 to 25 kilos in body weight. They can be some big, fierce monsters. But we also have the smallest python in the world, believe it or not, which are these beautiful creatures right here, which we're going to have a closer look at today, being the Pygmy Pythons. This, believe it or not, is an adult male Pygmy Python, better known as Antaresia perthensis. A beautiful creature indeed. Happens to be the smallest python in the world, which is an egg-laying creature. Man, these things are beautiful. I love the colours, I love the patterns. Believe it or not, they actually inhabit a small area in Western Australia. It's actually north of Perth, where it actually gets its name from, the perthensis. Man, if that's not confusing, I don't know what is. But believe it or not, these guys have some absolutely amazing colours and patterns, and when they're babies, they are super tiny, and they can be really hard to get going. But the rewards are just like this, absolutely magnificent. What a beautiful guy this guy really is. Now, if you think this guy's a little beauty, we'll have a look at some of the girls. Believe it or not, this beautiful little girl here, she's a little bit feisty. But as you notice, they're the same size. But this beautiful girl here produced 9 fertile eggs this season, and the babies are super tiny, like I said. On average, they produce anywhere between 3 and up to 11 eggs in a year. That's pretty outstanding when you consider the size of the eggs and the size of the babies that come out. But man, these guys are beautiful. We're going to have a look at some other coloured beautiful little perthensis, and I hope you guys fall in love with them as much as I have. Like I said before, they only lay very small clutches for the relative size, averaging around about 3 to 6. Now 3 to 6 is pretty good size of clutches. You put them in the incubator, you cook them at about 31 degrees, about 45 to 50 days, and you get one of these beautiful little babies popping out. I mean, these things are absolutely tiny and so gorgeous. Just to put it in a bit of a scale for you, we're going to compare it to another little Stimson's python, which inhabits the same area. I mean, look at the size difference between these guys. I mean, they're both gorgeous little animals, but they're absolutely tiny, these perthensis, and getting them going can be a bit of a difficult task at times. Believe it or not, sometimes you're going to have to feed them tails or even fuzzy legs just to get them going. But this one here is doing great guns now, taking pinkies all by itself. You behave yourself. What a great little creature. How could you not fall in love with them and enjoy them? I love Antaresia, and just because of that, I love them even more. Look at this tiny little fella right here. Not only are we working with the normal looking perthensis, we're also working with some of these guys. A very reduced, almost patternless perthensis, and you've got to admit, that look is pretty damn cool. I mean, that pattern's really almost disappeared, a couple of freckles, but what I find pretty impressive is that white belly. That is pretty outstanding. Now, believe it or not, I've done a bit of trial breeding with these guys, and we've seemed to be able to put one of these patternless animals to a normal looking animal and produce at least one within those clutches. Now, taking out those individuals out of those clutches, we're holding them back, we're raising them up, and we're going to start putting those guys back to each other, hopefully to produce a lot more of them. I like the look, and I hope you do too. It's pretty impressive. You can also get some animals that are a little bit further west of the range of perthensis there that are technically a little bit brighter in colour. So they're a lot more red, just like these beautiful little creatures right here. These guys are absolute gorgeous. When you look at these colours starting to pop, it's absolutely amazing. You know, I can't wait to see what's going to happen when we start mixing more of these oranges. There's some coppery looking colours in there, and these bright reds. I mean, wow, these things are absolutely smoking hot. I love the look at these guys. They're awesome. And I mean, who would believe that that thing is 18 months old and it's almost ready to start laying eggs? That's pretty damn cool. I hope you enjoyed today's show about these magnificent Pygmy Pythons, the smallest python in the world. What they lack in size, they definitely make up for in personality. They have got absolutely amazing personalities, and they're spectacular coloured little critters. Please leave a comment below, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, I'll be here checking out these cool animals. Thanks for watching CrittaCam.